If you feel like you've wasted time in your life, please know that you are not alone. So many of us look back and feel sadness or regret over missed chances, lost years, or choices we wish we had made differently. You may carry pain in your heart, thinking about all the things you didn't do or all the moments that slipped away. But I want you to hear this. No matter how many years feel lost, they are never gone forever. The universe does not keep count the way we do. Life does not punish or hold our past against us. Instead, life is always ready to renew us. Every day is a fresh chance. Every breath is a beginning. Sometimes we are so hard on ourselves. We believe we should be further ahead. We believe we missed our purpose. But in truth, every step we've taken has led us to this moment of awareness. The moment you decide to turn toward love, everything begins to shift. Life doesn't ask you to be perfect. It simply asks you to be willing to believe that healing is possible, willing to trust that what you thought was lost can still be returned in a beautiful new way. When you are ready to open your heart to new beginnings, the universe meets you with open arms. There is no shame in starting again. There is no shame in having gone down roads that led nowhere. All paths bring lessons. All experiences shape your growth. Even those years you thought were wasted were preparing you in quiet ways. You were gathering strength. You were building inner wisdom. And now, from this place of new understanding, you can begin to claim everything that is truly meant for you. Take a gentle breath and place your hand over your heart. Say to yourself, I am willing to begin again with love in my heart. Feel how that softens you. Feel how it opens a new space inside. This is where restoration begins. Not in shame, not in guilt, but in a quiet willingness to believe that life still has beautiful things in store for you. This very moment is proof that you are not forgotten. You are still here, and as long as you are breathing, nothing is final. The universe is not done with you. The journey isn't over, and the years ahead can bloom in ways that surprise you. Even now, the process of restoration is already beginning. All you have to do is say yes to the possibility. That yes opens the door. That yes invites healing. That yes says, I am still worthy of miracles. And you are. We often think of time as something we can lose, but time in its deepest truth is not something that punishes us. It is not a cruel ruler watching the clock. Time is a space for growth, a field we walk through planting seeds we may not see bloom until later. When we say, I wasted time, what we often mean is that we feel we didn't use it the way we thought we should. But what if we stop judging the path and simply honor the journey? Every moment you lived has shaped who you are. Even the pauses, even the setbacks, even the quiet years when nothing seemed to be moving forward, they were not wasted. They were part of your preparation. There are no wrong turns in the eyes of the universe. There are only detours that lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself. When you think about a tree, it loses its leaves every year. But do we ever say the tree is failing? We understand it is part of a cycle, a rhythm, and when the right season comes, the tree blooms again, even more beautifully than before. You are that tree. Your life follows a rhythm too, and if this moment feels like you are bare or barren or behind, know that it is only winter. Spring will come. The blossoms will return. There is so much beauty in embracing this truth, that nothing is ever truly lost, that time can be redeemed, that healing can restore the years you thought were empty. The mind often clings to the past because it is scared to begin again. But when you invite love into your thoughts, you start to see the past differently. Instead of shame, you see lessons. Instead of regret, you see growth. And that shift in perspective opens the door for miracles. You might not have had the support you needed before. You might not have known how to love yourself, but you know now. And that awareness is powerful. That awareness is what turns the tide. Instead of feeling like you're running out of time, begin to affirm, everything I have lived through has brought me to wisdom. Say it gently, say it often. Let those words create a new truth in your mind. Life responds to how we speak to ourselves, so speak kindly, be patient with your process. Your story is still unfolding, and the best pages may not even be written yet. Trust in the timing of your life, and know that you are exactly where you need to be to receive what is next. One of the most powerful steps you can take toward restoration is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing the pain or pretending it didn't matter. It is about choosing to release the burden so you can be free to move forward. Holding on to anger, guilt, or regret only keeps you tied to the past. When we refuse to forgive, we chain ourselves to the very thing we want to leave behind. But when we forgive, we make space for healing. We make space for love to grow. This includes forgiving yourself. So many people carry years of shame for things they did not know or choices they made when they were hurting. But how could you have done better before you knew better? You were doing the best you could at the time, with what you had and what you believed about yourself. Be gentle with that version of you. Speak to them with kindness. You do not have to carry punishment in your heart. You are allowed to let yourself go free. Try this simple practice. Write yourself a letter. In it, say everything you've been holding in. Say what you wish you had done. Say what you're sorry for. And then say, I forgive you. I release you. I love you. Let the tears come if they do. Let the emotions rise. This is not weakness. This is sacred work. It is how the heart begins to mend. It is how the soul starts to breathe again. When we forgive, we open a door. The past no longer rules us, and we begin to make choices from love instead of fear. Forgiveness clears the path for blessings to arrive, and the universe moves quickly once we make room. You may begin to feel lighter. You may begin to see things differently. That is the sign that healing is at work. Say these words with your hand on your heart. I forgive myself. I now set myself free. Let that become a quiet song in your spirit. Say it in the mirror. Say it when doubt arises. Say it when old memories try to make you feel small again. You are not the person you were back then. You have grown. You are awakening. And your willingness to forgive is the first step toward reclaiming your power. Restoration always begins within, and it always begins with love. When you begin to open your heart to the idea of restoration, something wonderful happens. You start to remember that you are not alone in this journey. There is a loving presence guiding you. Even when you can't see it, the universe is not distant or silent. It is always listening, always responding to the energy you carry. When your heart is filled with fear or resistance, it feels like nothing is moving. But when you soften, when you let go of needing to control everything, you begin to align with a greater flow. That is when restoration begins to happen without struggle. You don't have to chase after what's meant for you. You don't have to beg or prove your worth. You only need to allow life to surprise you. Allow healing to work through you. Allow blessings to find you. The more you trust that life is on your side, the more you begin to see signs of grace returning. You are being guided even now, even through confusion, even through silence. The universe speaks in gentle ways, a feeling in your heart, a sudden idea, a quiet sense of peace. Follow those moments. They are whispers of direction. Sometimes we push and push trying to make things happen by force, but alignment comes when we stop trying to fix everything and start trusting that we are being moved toward what's right. That doesn't mean doing nothing. It means choosing peace over panic. It means acting from faith instead of fear. It means letting go of how it's supposed to look and saying, I trust that something beautiful is unfolding. Look into your own eyes in the mirror and say, I trust life to restore me now. Feel those words settle into your body. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to believe that restoration is possible. Let that belief become your anchor. Let it be the way you wake up and the way you go to sleep. Say it when you're tired. Say it when you feel doubt. That simple trust becomes the bridge that carries you from pain to peace. When you stop forcing and start flowing, doors open, people arrive, ideas spark, and what once felt out of reach begins to feel close again. Life doesn't move by pressure, it moves by energy. So choose an energy of calm, of love, of openness. That's how you align with the power that wants to restore all that was once lost. You are never too late. You are never too far behind. Right now is the perfect time for miracles to begin again. Many of the years we call wasted are filled with the echoes of old beliefs. These beliefs were often formed in childhood when we were still learning how to survive in the world. Maybe someone told you that you weren't enough. Maybe you were ignored or made to feel like your voice didn't matter. Those moments can settle deep inside, shaping how we see ourselves for years to come. The inner child inside you may still be holding that pain, still waiting for someone to say, "You matter, you are loved, you are safe now." But now you have the power to give your inner child what they never received. You don't have to wait for the past to change. You can begin to create a new feeling of safety and love right now. Imagine yourself holding that little version of you in your arms. See their eyes looking up at you, wondering if they are good enough, and say to them gently, "You are more than enough. I love you just as you are." That simple act of compassion can begin to change everything. Healing your inner child is not about digging up every wound. It is about becoming aware of how those old beliefs still influence your choices today. Are you afraid to try new things because you believe you'll fail? Do you settle for less because you believe you don't deserve more? These are traces of those old patterns, but you can interrupt them. You can gently choose a new belief. Affirm to yourself, "I was always worthy and I choose to believe it." Now let that become a new foundation in your mind. Let it be the thought that guides your day. When self-doubt arises, speak to yourself the way you wish someone had spoken to you when you were young. Be kind, be gentle, be loving. That is how restoration begins, from the inside out. No matter what happened before, your worth has never changed. It was never lost. It only got buried under fear and pain, but it is still there. Your inner child is not broken. They are waiting to be loved, and you are the one who can offer that love. When you do, something beautiful happens. You begin to make choices from confidence. You begin to trust your voice. You begin to see yourself not as damaged, but as whole. That shift heals years of pain. It clears the way for joy to return. Thoughts are powerful. They shape how we feel. They shape what we do, and most importantly, they shape what we believe is possible. If you wake up every day thinking, "It's too late for me," your body feels heavy, your spirit feels tired. But if you begin your day with a new thought, "Now is the perfect time," everything changes. Your energy lifts, your mind becomes open, your heart begins to expect good things. You don't have to control every thought that enters your mind, but you can choose the thoughts you focus on. You can choose to plant thoughts that support your healing. Thoughts like, "I am open to joy. I am becoming more confident each day. My life is unfolding in beautiful ways." These thoughts become like seeds, and with time they begin to bloom. The more you repeat them, the more your mind begins to believe them. And when your mind believes, your life begins to follow. Try starting your mornings with 3 loving affirmations. Say them out loud. Say them in the mirror. Write them in a journal. Let them become part of your routine. Say things like, "I am enough. I welcome restoration. I trust the process of life." Don't worry if they don't feel true right away. With repetition, they will take root. The mind-body connection is real. When you think better thoughts, your body feels lighter. Your heart feels calmer. Stress begins to melt. Your breathing becomes softer. This is not magic. It's the natural response of a body that feels safe. When your mind says, "I'm okay," your body stops bracing for pain. And when your body feels safe, healing begins to happen. Let your thoughts be kind. Let them be encouraging. Imagine speaking to a friend who needed hope. Would you criticize them? Of course not. You would lift them up. Speak to yourself in the same way. Replace old harsh thoughts with soft, loving ones. Over time you will feel the difference. The world will feel more welcoming. Your dreams will feel more firm to yourself right now. Today I reclaim my power and move forward with ease. Let that be your guiding thought. Repeat it when fear creeps in. Repeat it when the past tries to call you back. You are not who you were. You are new, and your thoughts can create a new reality. Restoration begins with what you think and say, and the more loving your thoughts become, the more life will mirror that love right back to you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for healing and restoration. It has a quiet way of changing everything, without needing to force anything. When we are grateful, even in small ways, we create space for more goodness to enter our lives. Gratitude softens the heart, calms the mind, and opens the door for new beginnings. It turns our focus away from what is missing, and brings it gently back to what is already here. And when we do that, we start to see that life is already blessing us, often in ways we hadn't noticed. Sometimes we think we have nothing to be grateful for, especially when we are hurting or grieving time we feel we have lost. But there is always something, even if it's small: the air you breathe, the strength to rise, a moment of peace. These little things are not so little. They are signs that life is still supporting you. They are proof that you are still connected to a deeper love. Gratitude also helps us to let go of bitterness. It's easy to resent the past, to wish it had gone differently. But when you choose to be thankful for even the hard times, you begin to see how they shaped you. You realize that what once felt like pain may have taught you strength, that what once broke your heart may have opened it. Try this exercise. Write down 10 things you are grateful for that you once resented. It may feel strange at first, but with practice, it becomes a healing release. As you do this, you'll begin to feel a shift. Your energy will rise. Your heart will feel lighter. You will notice more things to be grateful for, and the more you notice, the more they multiply. Gratitude works like a magnet. It draws more of what you appreciate into your life. You begin to see beauty where you once saw emptiness, and the past no longer holds power over you, because you've chosen to bless it. Say this affirmation now, and let it sink in. I am grateful for all that I am, and all that I have learned. Say it when you wake up. Say it before you sleep. Say it in the quiet moments. Gratitude doesn't need to be loud. It only needs to be sincere. And with each grateful thought, your life begins to feel more full, more loving, more alive. The universe responds to gratitude with joy, with peace, and with restoration. Sometimes the reason we feel so tired or stuck is because we've left pieces of ourselves in the past. Parts of us are still replaying old memories, still holding on to old conversations, still wondering what if. That energy becomes scattered. And when our energy is scattered, it's hard to feel whole. It's hard to move forward. But you can gently call that energy back. You can speak to those parts of yourself and invite them home. Imagine every piece of you that has been left behind at an old job, with a person who hurt you in a dream that didn't come true. See them not as broken but as waiting, waiting for your love, waiting for your permission to return. You don't need to relive the pain. You only need to say, I welcome myself back. I call my energy home. And you'll begin to feel more present, more grounded, more at peace. Sometimes we give our power away without realizing it. We hold on to guilt. We dwell on regrets. We allow others' opinions to shape how we see ourselves. But you have the power to choose something different. You can choose to bring your attention back to the present moment, where all your strength lives. This is where restoration happens. Not in the past, not in the future, but right here, right now. Try this simple practice. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. With each breath, imagine calling your energy back to you, from every place it was scattered, from every person you gave too much to, from every moment you keep replaying. Say gently to yourself, I call back my power from every moment I gave it away. Feel your body soften. Feel your mind settle. You are becoming whole again. This is not about blaming yourself. It's about taking loving responsibility for your energy. You are not stuck. You are simply in the process of gathering yourself, of remembering your worth, of reclaiming your life. Each day you call back your energy. You make space for clarity. You begin to see what truly matters. You begin to feel lighter, stronger, more complete, and that sense of inner strength is what prepares you to receive all that is being restored. There is a promise woven into life, a quiet, beautiful truth. What was meant for you has never been lost. It may have been delayed, it may have been hidden, but it has not been taken from you. The universe is always moving things on your behalf. It works behind the scenes, arranging people, moments and opportunities that will align with your healing and your purpose. When you trust this, you begin to receive with open hand. Sometimes we think we must chase what we desire, but in truth, what's meant for us finds us when we become ready to receive it. Restoration is not about going back. It's about rising into something greater, something wiser, something more aligned with your true self. The years you thought were lost were not wasted. They were preparation. They were making you into someone who can now carry the blessing. Ask yourself gently, what do I now believe is being restored in me? Sit with that question. Let your heart answer, not your mind. You may feel the return of hope, of strength, of purpose. You may feel the return of joy, of clarity, of direction. Whatever comes, honor it. These are not wishes. These are truths awakening in you.
Right.
You are not empty. You are not forgotten. You are in the season of return. Say this affirmation softly and often. Everything I need comes to me in perfect timing. Let it become your trust. Let it be the answer. When fear tries to speak, there is no need to rush. There is no need to compare. Your path is safe, and what's meant for you cannot miss you. The moment you believe that, everything begins to flow again. The weight lifts, the fog clears, and your heart starts to feel safe again. Your time is not over. Your blessing is not behind you. Your future is not empty. It is being restored day by day, thought by thought, step by step, and all you need to do is keep saying yes to love, yes to healing, yes to the life that is waiting to bloom within you. The most beautiful part of all of this is that your journey is still unfolding. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what comes next. Every moment of your life has brought you to this point of new understanding. Nothing was wasted. Not the pain, not the waiting, not the silence. It all had a purpose. And now that purpose is being revealed. You are entering a season where the pieces begin to come together, where the things you thought were gone return in ways you never imagined. Love begins to flow. Peace becomes your companion. Your body feels lighter. Your heart feels stronger. Your spirit begins to dance again. This is what restoration feels like. Not a sudden fix, but a gentle return to who you truly are. You no longer have to fight. You no longer have to prove. You only need to allow to open your heart and say, I am ready. And the universe will respond. It will send what you need. It will guide you. It will lift you. Even now it is doing exactly that. Even now the right people, the right moments, the right blessings are being placed in your path. Say this final affirmation out loud. The universe is restoring everything I thought I had lost. I am whole. I am ready. I am renewed. Repeat it softly. Let it echo through you. Let it fill the spaces where fear once lived. Let it become the new truth you walk in. Because the truth is your best days are not behind. They are being prepared for you, and you are ready to receive them. With